Welcome back, everybody. My name is Weekly Shonen, and today we have another Platinum End review. We'll be going over episode 7, which starts off exactly where we left on the previous episode. It's great that we started off here because this conversation between Saki and her classmate, or whoever the hell this girl is, a good introduction for what we're going to be getting from Saki this episode. Because, you know, there's doubt from the friend here, clearly going off of the whole pigsty, whatever the hell it is, the whole, this guy stinks thing. Just Mirai does not have a good rep, which sucks for him because his bad reputation doesn't come from him being a horrible person. It comes from him being bullied. It's good that we see this interaction at the beginning of the episode because it kind of shows what we're going to see from Saki anyway. This whole I can't fall for him thing, the line makes sense now. It's not that she's still trying to put up a face of like, yeah, I hate that guy, he sucks. She's basically declaring that she can't fall for him because she has too much guilt. Not that, you know, she agrees with what this classmate here is saying. She realizes that protecting her makes Mirai happy, and it kind of goes to show that maybe she's projecting onto him, right? Because the last two episodes we have her stepping in to protect Mirai, and I just mean that in the sense of, you know, Mr. Mukaido's here trying to get some details on Kanade's face, and both times she's been like, you know, that's enough for the day. She's just like overprotective there, but you know, it comes from a place of guilt, not a place of love. But maybe, you know, obviously there is a path here. That is Mirai's love interest. So obviously she's gonna have to find a way to reciprocate that. But she's clearly not ready to because there's too much guilt in her heart. Unfortunately, Mukaido is the only one who doesn't get, like, he's the only one in the dark now because he's the one who asks the question, which is also great writing, right? You know, you have Mukaido ask the question, so now the audience is wondering, and then we get the answer to the question immediately. He gets a vague something happened last night from Mirai, and he's just like, all right, whatever. I'm kind of he doesn't really need to press the issue. He's just like, whatever, she's a new person, clearly this is the person that she needs to be, so whatever, I'm down as long as it's good for the team. Then we slip over to Kanade back at school. Of course, popular, very handsome, good facial features Kanade over here is just getting all the attention for having a bandage wrapped around his head.
Well, guess that cat's out of the bag.
So good for him on choosing not to intervene with a guy who clearly outclasses you in every single way. But we do get a very important detail here. Now, the episode this kid was introduced, I thought that this was Kanade's friend. But, you know, this guy basically reveals to the audience that Kanade isn't really interested in being friends with this guy. He kind of just looks at him as a normal classmate. It's not like, you know, this is the guy that we can use to, you know, sever or exploit Kanade in any way. You know, if you kidnap this guy and just try to like use him as a hostage, Kanade would not give a shit about him. So that's good to know. Very good to know. But just goes to show maybe Kanade is not, you know, all there. Clearly he has some issues stemming from his sister's death, but clearly he still needs to be checked because he's going to random classmates just for ideas on what to do with his power, on how to draw people out. And that was clearly not him asking his friend for, like, you know, his Christmas list. Hey, what can I get you? What is it inside this world that I can possibly, you know, secretly get for you? And kind of fucked up in the head, but a pretty face apparently, right? So move right on to the good old hot bedroom scene, which amounts to almost nothing aside from an almost assisted suicide, and two completely separate reactions here, which is Ravel obviously protecting his god candidate, or just trying to like keep her as pure as possible, but the purest one in the room, Nase, is just like, yeah, we're fine with it. Two completely opposite reactions, and we get cute angry Nase, which, you know, not at all a problem with. And it's cool that they pair this scene with Mr. Mukaido's relationship, I guess, strain, because you get to see that his wife is starting to grow concerned with him being out late, or, you know, just being out all the time. You know, she doesn't suspect him of cheating or anything like that, but she does want to know, and rightfully so. You know, this is his wife, this is his partner, but unfortunately anything that he says, she's not going to believe. And I don't know if these last shots of her at the end of the episode are meant to signify that, oh no, she does believe him now, or that, you know, maybe she believes that his cancer is at, you know, probably a worse state than it was before, and he's just not telling her because she does like choke up a bit. We are going to have to figure that one out as an audience, but hey, at least we got a really cute scene with his daughter at the end of it. You know, he's just he's such a careful and thoughtful father, and using his tailor skills to the fullest, and using a sort of future sight to do so. So yeah, but back to this bedroom scene, this really hot bedroom scene. We even get the under the covers shot just to show that absolutely nothing is happening here. We do get a very important flashback here with the two of them. They were friends back in the day, and if this is not a Bakuman reference, I do not know what is. But cool metaphorical thing over here. You got the happiness bubble, the happiness ladybug, and the four-leaf clover, just to basically pile on this whole idea of happiness and how lucky they are to be happy or right now, because they could have been, you know, just two other people who committed suicide that same day, and they weren't. They both got saved by two separate angels. So good on them. You know, just when we start to get that, you know, oh, finally there's a connection between the two of them. Hey, they were actually friends back in the day, so why is that? Oh yeah, because she participated in the bullying of Mirai, which she obviously feels guilty of, because, you know, she mentions that, you know, when you walked by, I held my nose, just like all the other kids. She's just following orders. You know, she doesn't want to be the one out of place, and that probably comes from fear. You know, she probably doesn't want to be the oddball that is not, you know, participating in this bullying and then proceeds to get bullied herself, right? Because that's how kids are. Mirai just lets you know, that is a horrible thing. He's not going to cut corners and be like, no, it was fine, I'm fine, you're fine. I think he realizes here that she is going through something, and him telling her that everything's okay, he forgives her, it's not gonna help her at all. So he decides to not call her bluff, but just like test her resolve here. She says she wants him to kill her, and he goes, well, I'm not gonna kill you, but... And she puts it together here, like, you know, if you're going to die, it's going to be of your own accord. I'm not going to do it for you. So he takes her to, and we get one of the best shots here, which is not the shot of him holding her, you know, dangling her in the middle of the sky. It is Nase basically telling her, yo, hurry up. Or, you know, someone's going to notice you guys in the air, so, you know, get it over with. If you're going to die, you better fucking die right now. She doesn't go back on her word, but, you know, it's at that moment that she realizes that she does want to live, which is, you know, the greatest One Piece reference that you could make. Shout out to One Piece. But yeah, it's cool because in this shot here, I feel like Mirai actually is God. You know, he does have this infinite wisdom look on him, and not forgiving face, but just like, I could never be mad at anyone face. And, you know, appreciate that. Appreciate a Mirai coming out of his shell, and also Saki coming out of her shell, because this very next day, it's very noticed in the room just how different she is. She's got a whole new look on her face. You know, she actually does look like a whole new character here, and it's not just her get up here, because she's not in a uniform finally, but you know, she has a different look on her face, and everyone can tell. And it's good because she uses it to her advantage, or she uses it to the benefit of the team. You know, she doesn't just like change her personality and go like, what do you need me to do? She's just like, I can do whatever it is you need me to do. Also, I've already done some things that we needed to do anyway. First of all, got to change the base of operations. Got to hit my parents with the red arrows so they're not questioning where I'm at. And she doesn't even stop there. She's like, I need some wings. Barrett's there to tell her a couple of the ways. And it's good that Revel's character arc is now going to be tied to hers. Or not even just to Barrett's, but also to Saki's, right? Because now he has this goal. She also has a new lease on life, so she has her own goals, which is to get the wings, and Barrett's gonna be there. Revel's gonna be there to help her get that. He's gonna actually serve as an angel who helps her out, whereas Nase kind of just plays the field. She takes a step back, and she's just like, do what you got to do. She's more on the Ryuk side, and Revel's more on the Rem side. If you do not get those names right there, then you need to watch more series written by these guys, because it's pretty damn good. I'm just glad that she's not useless anymore. Even if she did want to be useful, she was kind of forced to be in the background because, you know, she doesn't have wings. Obviously, that scene of them preparing and doing all this work to figure out what the next steps are is paired up with Kanade basically putting 2 and 2 together on what the bluff was here. Everyone in the scenario is now confirmed by everyone in the show to have been bluffing here. You have Mukaido lying about having white arrows, and then Kanade lying about blowing people up. So clearly, that scene, looking back on it now, is just a bunch of people who did not want to do what they wanted to do, or did not want to do what they had to do. As good as Kanade might have looked in the previous episodes, or as good as he could have looked, it's kind of thrown back now. Not just with his friend being revealed to not be his friend, but also, you know, he has a newfound resolve to find these people. And we possibly get some foreshadowing here. We get this little shot here of Mukaido dying and Saki there with him. And, you know, technically Saki should know how you're going to acquire wings already, but I think the real reason why we get this, you know, re-explained to us is because Revel's like, oh, I want to become a special rank, and I think the way I'm going to do it is by becoming smarter than Barrett. It's kind of like a good foreshadowing moment for what he's going to achieve in the future. And his very first move, while declaring that, is outsmarting Barrett in a way, right? Because she gives 3 ways, 3 opportunities to get angel wings, and Barrett's like, no, there's a 4th actually. Like, I do already know more than you. I have the potential to know more than you. It's good. Everyone's got their goals. We've got more combat. We've got some more character exposition. This show just rips at the heartstrings at the very end of the episodes, and it's great because the ending theme is, you know, perfect for that. Creepazoid over here. I would assume that he's a new god candidate just because the color of his halo is different. He could still be, you know, controlled by Kanade. Could have just been a god candidate that just got shot with a red arrow, but that's pretty much it, man. You know, I've gone over what I really needed to go over. Until next episode, my name is Weekly Shonen, and thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, all that bullshit. Anyway, thank you for watching. Just a view is good enough for me. If you feel like doing the rest, it's up to you. Yeah, appreciate you either way.